Got a black bitch with a body named Melina Steele. Don't do the back and forth racket, but Serena will. It's a couple rules I'ma share with you too. No, niggas gon' hate you for whatever you do.
Don't just Mumble TV. Biggs.
Shotty. Back again.
So today, finally we're going to cover Everyday Struggle, Joe Budden leaving, what they're going to do now, Nadeska's reaction, Dj Akademiks reaction,
and Joe Budden's reaction,
the podcast, the whole thing. Yeah. Now, recently we found out that Joe,
everybody found out
that he got fired, basically, or he left, yeah. He didn't get fired. He left.
Renewal of contracts, and it was a shitty contract, so he said no to the contract, basically.
They were supposed to renew his contract, and he already thought, behind the scenes, we never knew this, but he already had it in his mind that this was going to be over, and he'd have to move on and do something else. But he was already, in his eyes, getting little or nothing, little to nothing, missing out on all of the checks,
from extra checks
that Everyday Struggle was collecting to wear
Complex,
to wear Nike sneakers, to
link with Spotify, which they fucked up.
Yeah, and all types of,
because they said they wouldn't do it without Joe.
Yeah, Joe said he wouldn't do it without a check. They said, fuck you, Joe, and do it without you. And then Spotify said, no.
Fuck you.
No Joe, no show. So, they told him...
Shout out to Spotify. Obviously we're up on Joe's side.
Yeah. So, he had this already in his eyes, peanuts he was already getting for the show. Then renegotiation, and they were offering him less than that, saying that he can come back to work for less than what he was making before. So he was like, nah.
I think it was a case where they're going to try to come out as the bigger people here, you know, corporate. They were offering him, I think, a similar money to what he was getting, and I guess it wasn't, the contract wasn't even like a 2 years or 3 years to let them know, as according to him, to let him know that he was valuable. They didn't try to tie him down. And so at first, I guess when he was like, nah, you know, we can't accept the same thing. We're renegotiating now because of the impact that he has had on the show. And with the success, right? Well, impact success, right? So, he was saying, nah, he doesn't agree with that first offer. So, what I'm getting is, from what everything happened, is that they got somebody else, I don't know the name of the person, and gave him Joe's job, or him or her Joe's job, I think.
Ooh.
I'm not sure.
Complex, isn't it?
Something like they were saying basically the job that he wanted wasn't available for him again. He would have to be this backup guy. Yeah, basically that's what they were saying. He would have to be. I'm not sure if they offered it to somebody else, but the role that he was that he originally had as a co-host, that position automatically wasn't available again, and he would have to be this sidekick guy who took sidekick money. So that's what became less than because they were saying the position changed. Basically.
So where I heard this? Where did they hear this?
Probably in another, I don't know if it was Ak or if it was Joe, but I heard this, and they did this through an email, I think, a letter. They didn't even. You heard that part? They said, yeah, they did it in a.
Because I remember Ak saying that there needs to be a better send off, saying you can't just, Joe's no longer here.
That's
today's topic.
Like, if they basically said this is the position that is available, this is the money. If Joe wants to show up to work, that would be nice. But if not, we wish him well. Basically, that's what it said.
So, Joe left. He and Ak are still cool though. Not sure, and Ak is still under contract. So he is going to see out his contract as far as we know. Yeah. What that means for Everyday Struggle is, you tell us if you'll be watching Everyday Struggle.
Hell no.
Without Joe, I won't be watching. He said he never was a religious watcher.
I normally watch the snippets, and I won't be watching that, no.
But it won't. It's pointless to it. Honestly, no disrespect to Ak, but I don't want to sit down for an hour. That's not what I signed up for.
No, but the thing is, I get what you're saying with who Ak promotes and what his stand on certain things are people or type of music. But if they dropped Ak the same way,
exactly,
it would still be unbalanced.
Like, that's not what I signed up for. I signed up. I love Akademiks, the person, and he covers some of the most entertaining people in the game. Like, this some entertaining shit. And Joe is a really good rapper, and I was like, yeah, Joe can put me on to lyricists and shit. Yeah, I thought Joe could put me on to certain artists and cover from that angle, while Akademiks is just entertaining. It's fun, and even when the show started, the dynamic became what it was, and I realized how necessary. I wouldn't want to lose Ak either. Just for the stupid comments he cut.
The naive shit that he says sometimes. Like he thinks that niggas give a fuck about him. Or Uzi Vert.
Uzi Vert with the mic.
Joe's like,
you're not their friend. So, it's really, I really love this show. It's so sad. Charlamagne was right. We're just saying the
Charlamagne wasn't right.
Yo, you're
what
right.
did Joe do to fuck it up, man?
Yo, he said the show would be done in 6 months.
Because Joe has a track record, and Joe...
So who fucked it up? Joe fucked
it up. Complex.
Joe didn't sign the contract, so he's still...
So there was a stupid ass... Would you sign that contract?
That's beside the point.
That's exactly the point.
That's not.
Put some respect on that, bitch. Complex.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't feel your vibes.
But
I don't feel it. I don't feel it, Biggs. I don't feel it.
Yeah. So he
some type of animosity up here and a bit.
Nah, Charlamagne, that's right, though. That's fucked up. It was such a good show. But I'm so interested to see what happens now. Nadeska is. So
how is that gonna work? You're not gonna watch the show.
But I'm sure there are people, the chat niggas gonna watch. You know what I mean? Probably watch one
You're
episode.
Gonna watch an episode.
Yeah, just to gauge.
I know you are.
But I don't.
Yes, you are.
I think I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna be
I don't know.
I doubt it.
I know.
Unless they get Wale to replace him, I'm not watching that shit. But I don't believe that.
I mean, we have to watch it at least once.
Yeah, but I
won't watch half of that shit.
But you're gonna know how trash it is. I just want, just for knowledge.
I don't give a fuck. Fuck.
Yeah, so whatever.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. No, whatever.
Use that nigga.
Yeah, I am. So they asked him how long I have to listen to Drake chat.
So Nadeska wasn't saying anything for a while. Till eventually she tweeted about she's hurt and
sounds a bit exec to me.
I hate when like she brought in this feminist vibe to it, so she this sickening boys club thing, that notion that she's hearing about. And it's like, yo, you really take that Aqua saying he told Joe that he shouldn't have said boys club. But yo, honestly, you're just stupid if you flip that.
No, boys club. No, I don't know. If she said that, she must have meant boys club, as in that to think there is a secret society among the
My mother always told me that being a woman, it would be twice as hard to make it in the same tweet. She said all that, so I know that she's
but it can still.
No, she's talking about the same thing, but I guess she's focusing on the name boys club. I don't get, like, that's not the point.
Are you sure that she was genderizing, making it a gender thing?
As I said, the mother thing that I just said.
Yeah, but the mother said it would be harder for her. Probably that's why Joe is bashing her because
bashing her for what? Joe didn't bash her.
No, but
Joe said she's a part of the boys club. Because
wasn't he bashing the boys club?
Yeah, but the boys, he's bashing the boys club in
and
terms
she's
of
a part of the boys.
Yeah, but let me finish and then you see what I'm saying. And you will tell me what you think about this too. She is a part of the boys club because she's a complex employee.
Oh, she was already complex.
Exactly. She's a complex employee. That's the only reason. Akademiks and Joe are vendors. They are never complex employees.
That's why they favored her and gave her the pay bumps.
That's why she get the sick days, she get all of the benefits of an employee. They just get paid.
So aren't the contracted employers
they get paid. It's like hiring a plumber as a experience. It's like a hire a plumber for a job. You hire them for 1 year, they get paid for the days they show up. So Joe don't get paid for Fridays, because him don't do Fridays. Like Nadeska get a sick day or sick days, vacation, all the benefits.
So they don't get that?
No, they don't get. They got a 2-week break for Christmas now that Joe fought for. They were saying, oh, they want to shoot, and he was like, nah, fuck that, I need a 2 weeks break. So they got the Christmas break, but
I thought that the Friday day thing, I thought Joe didn't do it because they said they weren't cutting the check either way. Wasn't that the case? At first, at least.
No, they couldn't. Originally when they started, no, they were it was Monday to Thursday. Joe used to say he wanted to do Friday, but then
complex wouldn't cut the check.
Yeah, but then when they decided that they wanted to do Friday, no, when the show popped off and they were renegotiating and things, he couldn't come to agreement with them from then of even the Friday check, so that's why he didn't do Fridays. And then I came to an agreement with them in terms of Friday, so that's all. So
I was being paid for coming in on Fridays.
Yeah, Joe would have been paid too at that time. At that time when Complex wanted, when Complex basically didn't want to commit even 5 days a week, so they were saying 80% of it. And then not 80% of the week, 80%
that
of
the numbers are so
good that they say, alright, Friday check,
and they guys money.
But I guess that's the bridge between, as you were saying, between the creatives and some of the execs that don't know anything about the culture, as you were saying. So they might not see the value of Joe, even though the culture can clearly see it and be like, well, what's the big deal?
But the culture sees the value of everybody, of the whole show, including Nadeska and
all of them.
And just to have, I guess, I won't say that. And the show needs all of them. But the show needs. I won't say that.
I think you want to say the show doesn't need Nadeska. I really think the show needs her, especially now. Like build after what they build, like even losing Nadeska would have been
awkward.
Would have been fucked up. It still wouldn't be the same.
Yeah, it would obviously wouldn't be the same.
But yeah, so it's a really
and people need to like I don't see how much money was he asking for them to be like nah. If Nadeska asked for that, would she have gotten that? Like, I don't know. Like,
but then that's the thing. I don't know, but they probably get paid more than Nadeska. But I have no idea. But that's, I don't know. They would have to clarify.
She ain't complaining though.
She is though.
About the money.
I don't know if she's gonna be about the money. But that's what I'm saying. I don't think they all have the same ballparks that they were necessarily. Like an employee in her position, she probably makes the most out of all of them that does what she does at Complex. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So she might still not be complaining, but Joe might be somebody who thinks his time is worth this.
No, I get that.
Yeah, so
get that, but
yeah, so
still no. According to what your role is on the show, or your impact.
No, it had anything to do with the role. Because if it was Eminem hosting, Eminem moderating, it would be a different check than Nadeska.
I guess what you bring your role.
Yeah, no, it has nothing to do with the role.
No, but the role in terms of moderator, no, but Eminem being the moderator, his role probably of being the moderator could be to be the famous person.
Yeah, but it has nothing to be with being the moderator.
No, but I'm saying the role,
yeah,
not
so
necessarily the job role. But what is it?
That's not his role. That's just what he brings to the table.
They could have hired him for that for yeah, but that anyway.
Yeah, that's not important. So
I think if as far as what I'm hearing so far, especially with on Joe's side, because Complex hasn't come out and said, or not that I know of, with any statement or anything of substance. And so far, I guess they did Joe bad, especially even if they couldn't agree with how much he was worth. Like with all the thing about the Friday, if the Friday, like what he was saying, like the Friday thing was not necessarily to improve the idea and get more out of it, but to try to see if they could do it without him. And probably that's why they weren't willing to come to an agreement with him. Probably that was a star making.
I think they tried it with him, but when he said no, they said, alright, let's try this and see if we can replace him.
Oh, because
But I'm not sure, you could be right too. About them not really. But yeah, I think they tried with him and then alright, let's try without him. Put guest in his chair.
So
yeah, but and then I hate.
And then they're going to just how would that work if you're going to replace Joe
with a rotating
exactly
chair.
like
no, that's how it would work.
Yeah,
with the Aka and Nadeska and I guess. That's trash.
They're going to replace the fixed thing with a variable.
Yeah, not wrong with that.
Nah, it wouldn't be wrong, but it would be trash though.
Yeah, but not for I don't think that has anything to do with it being trash. That is somebody new coming anyway, but you're gonna be Ak and Joe with guests was already 80% of the regular show to me. So when you have the guests, I hated Friday shows so much. Unless it was
Jinx was alright.
Yeah. No, a couple of them were alright.
We're like Jinx.
Yeah.
Jinx Complex.
Yeah, he's an employee too. But yeah,
looking at them sideways.
I liked a couple of the Friday episodes in terms of I like the person that was there and shit, but I still miss Joe. Like I still prefer Joe instead of anybody. Just Joe and Nadeska and Ak were still the best shows to me. So tell us what you think on the whole situation. You think is a Nadeska and Complex? I still want to hear some more.
And I think
Nadeska and Complex versus Ak and something the Ak and Joe situation are not. Or you think Nadeska is just kind of floating like
what she always does.
like you know what I mean? Like she's just
That was uncalled
cartoon.
for.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Honestly.
So yeah, what yeah.
I like what Ak is saying. I like people expect his standpoint of being his own man and still, saying what he needs to say.
So but then again he's a vendor. Like Joe.
Yeah, but still.
Nadeska wouldn't have been a part of everyday struggle without Complex.
Or Joe.
Or Joe.
Joe.
So why should she pick
Joe,
us?
Huh?
So why should she pick us? Why should she say?
It's not pick a side. If you think that someone was done wrong, you say
But
that.
who said she didn't say that?
Well, she hasn't come out and said that.
Yeah, but she to come out to bring out that's not any of our business. It's not her job to say make sure the world knows her views and telling two of her friends or the people who she owe something to over here. She probably owe more of her life to these people than Joe.
Yeah, but
even if he make her more famous and
but I'm
these
not
things
saying she should choose sides. That's not what I'm saying.
No, but why should she tell us when it's an internal problem? When it's Joe
so
and
internal, we wouldn't know about it.
Wouldn't know about what?
The problem.
So how could we not know that Joe left? Explain that.
No, if it was an internal, but we know that it was contractual problems.
So,
sorry about that.
So the Nadeska, I want to hear. I don't think I've heard her views fully on the dispute, as you said. I don't think I've heard enough on the dispute. I just heard that she's upset that the show broke up, and that
she said that.
That she's upset at the show. Yeah, she still considers them family and the dysfunctional family that they built, as she put it. Like you should.
Does she sound genuine because that some things people know what to say.
Yeah, but she's that kind of person. It does sound genuine. It does sound genuine to me. But you can check it out yourself, and you probably heard it already. What do you guys think about
Team Joe all day?
Team Joe, yeah, definitely. Because Complex fucked up. Complex fucked up themselves while they fucked up as Joe. That's the stupid thing. It's a win-win.
Everybody can say that when Ak done with this contract, as Ak said, they're going unless one of them dies, they're going to do something together.
That's what Ak said?
Yeah.
So, cause that's what I was thinking, like, Joe's just going to leave the door open, just going to start up something that they'll probably run without Ak for 6 months, and then as soon as this contract ends, Ak is going to come through.
They're probably talking about it right now, and probably it's just more focus on the podcast, getting new. Probably talking to Puff.
Well, probably because I think they're signing a deal with Revolt.
And then
so
after
probably,
traction, they can do something total different
they probably really don't. They probably just sign the deal. I know that this is where we're going to move after Axe. So they're going to just do the podcast and they're going to talk about promote it and shit. So I really think it's complex.
Shit and complex, so they probably won't need that.
It wasn't worth.
After a time, they're going to start talking about complex because it would be giving complex traction. We'll be giving people stuff to talk about complex and things.
Fake traction that going dry up so fast. They can, like, if they don't have anything to offer us, like, I wasn't even when I was loving Everyday Struggle and watching it every single day, I still unsubscribe to Complex just because of all of the bullshit videos they send out. Every day, Supreme,
videos that you didn't like.
Off-White, Lil Yachty, 20 videos about that. Nobody don't want to hear about who this random person sneaker shopping. Some dope people sneaker shop. But
people.
Yeah, but yo, well, that's
the majority.
That's I already just check for Everyday Struggle. Is the point I was making. I was never complex. I was just Everyday Struggle. So without Everyday Struggle, there's no reason for me to check anything in Complex, literally. So yeah, tell us your views, definitely.
And the whole situation and all everybody's reaction. So
yeah. Don't just Mumble TV, Pigs,
Shatty.
like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification.
Share, tell a friend.
And you're trying to share the outro or something.
As I said, comment, let us know your views.
Yeah.
Don't just Mumble TV. Out.
See, I'm something like a phenomenon. Go ahead and judge me, I ain't gotta honor y'all. Shit, I told the judge, y'all sit, never mind the bond. Nigga, I won't budge in this bitch, it's like I'm a don. You can't con the con.